for us. Yes. Thank you. You want a yellow shirt? Take off everything.
It's my birthday. Lift up your hair.
You're gonna wear a sash.
I suggest you wear only this one.
You know the shirt?
Really birthday suit.
It's a birthday suit for you.
See here. See.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to be punched?
Yes.
Woo!
Not so high, not so high, because all the guests will come up.
Let's see what the guests are doing. Enjoy the
Okay.
ring law. Yellow Timor. Top. 1, 2, 3. Come let me hold for you. Second wife, Dato.
Dato, good health and God bless you always. Alright.
Although I wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Food is good, punch is better. I think I don't have a thing much more better than that. Happy birthday.
I wish you good health and chicky.
Chicky and singing.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Very good years. Happy, singing, healthy, make everybody happy. Thank you.
All like you, all like you.
Let all boys be happy and be always smile. Don't have grudges. You always have to let go. Okay, let go. Okay, and be good. Okay.
You smile.
No, you're okay.
Okay. Now Dato wants to.
Oh, sorry.
It's my life.
Thank you, my friends. I really love it. This kind of companionship is very, very rare. And many,
Many wives say.
and how do I start this thing?
Anytime, anywhere, start.
But I think it should start from the beginning. I'm actually at the age of 18, it's about 17. I decided, I told my father I want to go to Australia to do medicine. But when I arrived in Australia, Bentley High School, my father at that time was, in the Malaysian government. So the headmaster said, you can't take up a matriculation here because you have to be here for 2 years. Huh? But the exam is 6 months' time. Well, your lecturer said I can take. So anyway, say okay, you take it. So anyway, 6 months later, I sat for the exam and I passed.
Wow.
I entered university. That's the first obstacle. So once I passed when I go to Sydney University, it was 6 years course, and then I went through, and then finally after the end of the year, I came back home. I came back home, and so at that time, the University of Malaya was just starting, and so I wanted to join them, so I joined them. And then I told the dean that I said I want to specialize. So what do you want to specialize in? I want to specialize in the ONG, obstetric gynecology. So anyway, 4 years later, they sent me to England, and for 4 years I stayed in England, and then I did the exam there, and then I passed that. Then I came home. And then after we stayed there for a while, I met a woman who happens to be my first wife. Unfortunately, but after being married for 6 years, 6 years later, she had cancer of the breast, and she died. I was so depressed. 6 years. By that time, she had 2 babies. You know, I had 2 girls and 2 babies. I was so depressed. I thought life was very punishing for no reason at all. After she passed away, then I opened my own clinic in the ONG department there, and then I see a lot of patients. And then one day, one Chinese girl,
My sister. Oh, pay attention.
her sister was my patient. So, and then she said, can you help my sister?
That's me.
I said, I can't help anybody at the moment, you know, because I'm very depressed, you know, my wife passed away, and then I may not be able to help her. But just please talk to her, okay? So I said, okay, ask her, bring her over. So a week later, Kaya came along, or Wai Chan. Wai Chan came along. I said to her, look, Wai Chan, I managed to put, at that point, in KL, there were 200,000 squatter population, you know. So the government then asked me to see what I could do. So I gave them school, preschool, and I gave them healthcare. So each of the population, each of the community, they got that. But the problem is this is not good. That's not complete medicine, you know. So I told her, can you generate income generation for the community? Do you know how to do that?
I know.
So she knows. She came in, would you believe it? She formed 6 or 7 companies, and then here the company is run by the women themselves, you know. So the women run 6, 7 companies up there. And then the men, of course, wrote me a letter and said they want the men to be in charge of the companies. I said, no, this is a women's project. Women's project. UNICEF. And then UNICEF starts to, UNICEF, of course, at that time was very impressed by her. Made her into a consultant and sent her all over England and America to travel, and she was very impressed. She actually eliminated poverty among the squatter population. But not only that, but she targeted women. And the men now realize that, you know, the women actually can run.
The man is
there.
When only a few, huh?
Okay. So anyway, that went up very well. And then suddenly, I started to do some kind of research and things like that, out of academic thing. So what should I do? And then I suddenly realized I watched the doctors in the A&E, and they go and see a patient. The patients, they talk to the patient, then they write the notes, and then they treat them, you know. When I checked the notes later, I found that they don't put the diagnosis. They don't put the diagnosis, you know. I said, why don't you put the diagnosis? We don't know what the diagnosis is. So in the end, I start to, and this is where I was actually very brilliant. This is where I start to realize, to learn about artificial intelligence at that time. Artificial intelligence, where you can key the symptoms and signs of the patients, and then my software will give diagnosis of the patient. Initial diagnosis and 2 or 3 differential diagnosis. And this was very good. And then globally they heard about it. So I had to give a lecture to Japan, Korea, Hong Kong, the Chinese, and of course the Malaysian government. And then finally, believe it or not, the Japanese government decided to give me $10 million for developing this thing. And they essentially said they want to come into Malaysia and help you. So I said, okay. So I called the Malaysian government and told them that I got $10 million. I want you to set up an AI department in, where was it? Sirim. So for the first time that they are able to do the training and things there, you know. So I thought that was very good. And then by that time, Karya and I were getting on so well internationally. I was invited to go to Hawaii, to give lecture, blah, 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 and had a great time. And then finally I said, no, this life is okay lah. I like the life. But I also like physics sports, you know. So what happened then, first of all, I took part in Powerman, and then I start to swim 2K, then run, and then what was the other thing? Cycling. Yes. So you cycle. I did that. What is that? Cycling? I did that. Cycling, and then after that, I started to climb the mountain, Aconcagua, Kilimanjaro, and then after that I got a group of young kids, very, very interested. They thought I was cycling, you know. They said, where do you want to go next? I think I was cycling from Melbourne to Adelaide because why? So the Royal Adelaide Hospital department they wants me to raise money for them. I said, okay. So I cycled from Melbourne to Adelaide. So I look at my bag, what I've actually done, and then after that, what happened after my mind? Anyway, this is what I have done academic thing, and I've joined the university. I've done French. I was invited to the Hawaii to be a professor there, blah blah blah. And then finally, I wrote about 2 or 3 books. I make sure that my memory is there. And so at the moment, I look back, the best thing is, of all these things which I've done, the best thing I ever did was to have a treasure. My wife is a treasure here. She has been a great comfort to me all my life. There's no way I can do all these things without her. So anyway, thank you.
Yes.
So that's all.
Bob, what a good life. You never mentioned the young girls who joined us. Over 10 years they're with us. That's still girls. We grow.
The young girls.
Oh, the young girls used to be young. We grew old. Even actually you remember the young girl with you. Even the young years, we grew old.
Celine, when was that?
Yeah.
Celine, when was that? I think 12 years ago. 12 years ago.
Also, thank you to Fazila who took care of us all this while. Thank you.
Ellen brought me.
Thank you, Pepper. Cheers. Thanks for being the cameraman.
Hey, no worries. My pleasure.
Can I take over your handphone? Yeah. Okay. You go and sit down for that. Cheers. Yes. This is Pepper, our cameraman. Cheers. Okay. Hello. 要爱江山，要爱美人。嗱，給佢啲。
Cheers, cheers. Thanks. Thanks.
更愛就是要更愛美人先咯，啦，有靚女都唔使。 Cheers, dear. Good life.
God bless you. That's all our hearts can say. Good luck, good health, God bless you, and guide you all your way. No matter where you wander, as long as we're apart. Good luck, good health, God bless you and live you and keep us still in your heart.
Okay,
Thank you.
it's called a rain stick.
Rain stick.
It's a cactus.
What is supposed to mean the rain time? Selected. This is a big one. Oh wow. Oh wow, I like this.
Como se fuera esta noche la última. Bésame, bésame mucho. Tengo miedo perderte después. Quiero mirarte y no sé, radiando sus estados junto a ti.
Oh, the candle. Make a wish, make a wish. Make a wish. Happy birthday to you.
one.
Correct lah.
Profesor benar cutting ah. Okay.
Somewhere